this final episode, I have here Abdul Razak, Vice President of Solution Engineering at Google Cloud, to represent the company as both partner and customer of SAP. Welcome, Abdul.
Thank you, Sandra. Happy to be here.
Okay, so let's kickstart with the first question. My understanding is that Alphabet, the parent company of Google, embarked on a transformation program with SAP. Can you just please share what is this transformation program all about, the business outcomes it is meant to achieve, and where is the company on the journey today?
Yeah, absolutely. So Alphabet embarked on a finance transformation program sometime in the mid-2018. And our goal was to innovate business processes that support specifically the customer-facing side of the business. Ruth, our CFO, had made her intentions clear at the start of the program, and it was twofold. One was business operations efficiency, and the second was to get ahead of Alphabet's growth trajectory. Our business goals were four. One was to deliver agility to support the growth of our new businesses and new business models. Second was to optimize business process flows. Third one was to use data as a strategic asset, ensure that these systems have the level of security and compliance for any new solutions that come into place.
What was the adoption strategy? What was the program scope? And where it delivers the biggest impact to date?
We were on an Oracle EBS system, and we moved to SAP S4. So we did that across 8 program pillars. The first one was treasury. The second one was IT asset management, core general ledger, sub-ledger, procure to pay, which is both buying and procurement, hardware, payroll, order to cash. Our approach was primarily to more or less fit to standard, right? If you remember, 80% of our landscape was custom, so we overcorrected against that, and we stuck to standard. So the 3 principles we went after was we had a single SAP instance for all finance and partner business units. Where we ended up was 94% of our functionality was out of the box, so that we have a tight system integration to peripheral systems. And then we reduced the reliance on custom solutions whenever possible. And then we looked at, from an end-to-end perspective, what would be the improvement across the pieces. Second is, we had standard taxonomies so that best practices are followed, so that, consistencies across the functional areas. What we did was we had deep partnership with SAP, where we co-innovated in certain areas, for example, in treasury, on financial closing, on Ariba for procurement functions. So with those things, what we believe we have achieved is an intelligent finance systems, which enables us to have a more or less a touchless close throughout the period.
How would this particular partnership between SAP and Google Cloud enable the customers to become market leaders in a digital-first world?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, like what we have done is we have sort of codified all the lessons learned that we have learned during our own business transformation into something that our customers can consume. And there are a few areas. I'll highlight a few of them. Obviously, analytics is our DNA. Data and analytics is our DNA. So that's the first one, right? Where for SAP workloads running on Google Cloud, we provide a near real-time replication of data from SAP system, SAP HANA into BigQuery. The second bucket is around, business processes, which is, for example, in our case, what we did was we delivered major enhancement for treasury. So, for example, when we do hedge accounting or bank e-commerce or trade management, for financing, when we do cash accounting and asset management enhancement. So all these things have been codified. The third area is more around the integration with Google Cloud. So what we have done is, all the lessons that we have learned in terms of bringing, connectors for real-time replications from HANA to BigQuery or ECC to BigQuery or smart data integration, or, we use we use SAP's middleware around process integration and SAP Gateway. So we've built where these things are at a level where it is scaling. The fourth area is around IT operations, right? So in any large complex landscape, when you integrate multiple layers between SAP and Google Cloud, you need this has led to a better auto scaling and availability improvement. Another area, the fifth area that we've looked at is more around the performance and TCO reduction of the systems, right? Whether it's the SAP middleware, where we have made significant improvements with SAP's Gateway, Process Orchestrator, and things of that nature. One other critical area that we've worked on is improved uptime, and a lot of our customers have actually already taken advantage of this. I mentioned live migration earlier. So with this, what happens is it gives an improved business continuity, which is critical for SAP customers. And the way Google's network and HA capabilities are set up, this enables SAP workloads running on Google Cloud to have 4.9 SLAs, or for the VMs that host SAP workloads. And then finally, on operational aspects, right, which is whenever you have migration, change, or release, where we have built Google's replication tools, and we've coupled that with a project that we called Atlas, where we use it as an orchestrator in order to do seamless integration into the different Google products, and making sure that these systems perform in a very efficient way. So those are some of the areas. Just to summarize, we've done innovations on infrastructure, obviously on data and analytics, AI and ML, on the middleware part, on the connectors between SAP and Google data technologies around development experiences, and then infusing the processes with machine learning.